Yeah. Alright, this is Teens Discuss, and today we'll be discussing...
The death penalty.
Oh, right, that thing. I'm your co-host, Lucas, and I'm joined with my other co-host...
Grace.
Nick.
Matrix.
That's great. So, as
Made
usual...
it for this episode.
He didn't make it for this
Yay.
episode. We're gonna kick him out halfway, though.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so.
And so, we're gonna... I'm sorry that I cut you off, as we're all new to this, but I'll go ahead and start us off with the topic, and we'll go ahead with our opinions on it. So, I truly believe we definitely should have the death penalty. I don't like a lot of people, especially multiple homicides.
That's not a reason.
Yeah, man.
Killing people? Killing to kill? I don't know.
So you agree with the phrase an ear for an ear?
An eye for an eye?
Yeah.
It was an eye for an eye. Where'd you get ear from?
I've always heard that one.
I've never
Eh,
heard of
well,
Where'd you grow up?
same concept.
Yeah. So the ear for an ear.
Eye for an eye.
Means that if you kill someone, you get killed.
Well, I don't necessarily believe it, but I definitely believe when it's multiple homicides, especially children predators, that is not a thing for me. Child predators.
Let's kill him. No, but I think we should abolish the death penalty because, okay, for example, Peter Scully, Days of Destruction. That was he's one of the worst people in the world, besides Adolf Hitler. Okay,
That's not a laughing topic, my guy.
we're about to get demolished.
You make dark humor jokes all the time.
Yeah,
Literally
man.
all the time.
Anyway, so
You're
Peter
probably
Scully,
gonna make one
I
right
would-
now.
He's on death row, I think, but for some reason he hasn't been killed yet. Because
You can be on death row for like 28 years, so.
For real.
it's weird. So I like that idea. We should just have the death row penalty, except you don't get killed. You're just on the waiting list for your entire life in jail. So everybody just freaking anxious. Somebody else talk.
I'd rather have them just like suffer in prison than them getting killed like a year after they commit
It's
a crime.
expensive as all hell.
Well, yeah, but okay.
The biggest problem in the world is definitely money.
Yeah.
Everything has to come down to money. And
Yeah.
it's sad that it has to come down to money, but we also have to come to the realization that it costs a lot to keep a prisoner in jail.
It does.
Alright, yeah. So how about we just do this with terrible people like Peter Scully? We just keep them in like a small box, give them barely any food, let them suffer until he dies.
That's a death
I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Sounds
That-
a little inhumane.
That's what I was about to say.
He did stuff that's inhumane. Ear for an ear.
Inhumane means inhuman. We shouldn't have inhuman. I agree with ear for an ear, eye
Capitalism's
for an eye,
inhuman,
but
I
I don't
don't
completely agree with it.
because I'm not defending Peter Scully, but if they use that for every single person who's like a criminal,
Exactly.
somebody's gonna be innocent and just suffering for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
Because there's
But
always
you would
gonna be
rather
somebody
have them-
innocent.
Would you rather have them killed or?
Well, you're right.
All right.
on that. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying that.
I know.
I learned
feel
this
like
story.
the death
I learned this
penalty
story.
happens anyway.
I watched a documentary on this. So there's this kid, and he gets put in, he's a little
13 minutes
rustly,
later.
and he gets put in solitary confinement. He gets out 3 years later, out of solitary confinement. Guess what? This kid's insane. Okay, he walks down and up the block. That's all he does his entire life, up, down the block, and he's been doing that since '98.
That's what mental institutions are for.
He hasn't been eating.
Oh, he's been eating,
I was about to say that kid.
but all he does is walk up and down that block. So that's what happens when you make stuff inhumane. Solitary confinement,
He's
inhumane.
getting his exercise.
Yeah, he's
Shut
getting his
up.
exercise, but think about it. He doesn't
Isn't-
do anything. He doesn't socialize. He doesn't get a job.
That can
Neither do
drive
I, but I'm
somebody
good.
crazy.
Isn't there countries where it's more like a rehabilitation center?
Yeah, like Sweden.
And then Sweden has
they
the
focus
lowest
on
crime rate.
rehabilitating- Yeah, because if you're gonna treat people who kill like animals, they're gonna be paid like animals.
They-
That's why I want to. I forgot it's called a jail reform.
You mean prison reform?
Yeah,
Prison reform.
because in Sweden, the prisons have every cell has a TV, a working bathroom with warm water for showers, and good beds.
Well, this also kind of ties back into having jobs and minimum wage, because if they, the best thing to do is for them to get a job. Like, if we give prisoners jobs, and when they get out, they get jobs.
Yeah, because the biggest problem in the United States with criminals is once they get out, you're not gonna hire them because they don't have anything.
Right.
And that's what ties in with homelessness.
True.
It's a repeating cycle. You can't get a job because you're homeless, so you're gonna stay homeless. So you won't be able to get a
I
job.
don't
Right.
understand how they
It's a bad.
expect them to survive if they don't have a job.
Yeah, because it's a bad
I
look
don't
for you.
understand
It's a
that.
bad
Yeah,
look
that's
for
why
the
they need
company.
to
if you
help
have-
the prisoners when they
Exactly.
get out of prison, because if they
Yeah.
have that on their record, it's most likely
Yeah,
they're
they're
not
gonna
going to
go
get a better job than working at fast food.
But it's not just criminals that don't get jobs and are homeless. There's a lot of people that don't get jobs
lot
and
of
are
colored
homeless.
It's
people-
just because there's not enough jobs to go around.
It's true.
And that ties in with UBI.
Right. So all this is tied in. Like, politics is not just
It's
this
deeply
problem.
rooted with everything else.
Right.
Politics
It's not. There's
is
just one
everything.
problem. It's
Housing
that
can
this
come
problem relates to this problem, and that problem relates to this problem.
Hmm.
Like, houses are expensive.
They are.
That's why I don't like when people say they're not political, because the whole entire world's deeply rooted into politics. Like a simple thing about, there's no metal here anymore. Well, that's a big political reason. Like they don't want to trade with a country with metal rich because they don't like them.
Oh.
All right, so anyone else want to talk before?
I love how we
Death
get off
penalty.
topic.
No, the
our
weirdest thing
thing.
about the death penalty to me is the last request.
Oh, how they
I
give
sit
them
there, I'm
food.
like,
Yeah.
food. I'm sitting here, I'm like, if y'all have a limit, y'all should be like 3 items and that's it. Y'all say
Yeah.
giving them all this food.
They be giving them,
for
like,
what?
buckets
It
of
makes no sense to
KFC.
me.
Yeah, because one guy ordered like
I saw
ordered-
YouTube videos about people ordering a bunch of stuff
Yeah,
over
and
and
they
over
just
and not
didn't-
even eating it.
yeah. That's why a lot of states in America have banned the death
I
penalty.
feel like if
last
they do
request
have the
order.
death penalty and they have a choice of getting their last food, it should just be like 2 or 3 items.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
should
it.
have a number limit.
Exactly.
Like,
I don't really care because I don't think it's really that important.
I mean, it's also wasting money.
It
So.
it is.
Yeah,
If
but
they
what
just
is
keep
what is
buying and
20
buying
bucks?
food.
the reason for
What's
the
200 bucks?
last request is so I forgot what it's called. So the state has relief for killing a person because they're giving them food in order to kill them. Because isn't there like a ritual isn't there a ritual reason behind that?
What?
Like,
no, it's
so
just humane.
So once you kill them, they won't haunt you because you gave them a good meal before they died.
No, I don't believe that's true.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know the reason why they started doing.
I feel like
last
they did
request.
it to just get rid of people. I
Right.
feel.
I don't think there's a ritual reason
But-
behind it.
It's probably just to release the guilt off their chest.
Yeah.
But I
that's
feel like
exactly what
difference
I
between
just-
now and back
sorry.
and
They're
then.
just like, oh, well, I fed them good, I treated them good, so it's
So
okay.
They're not gonna haunt you.
But
Yeah.
I don't understand that. How you gonna treat somebody good then kill them?
Yeah.
Like literally, that does not make no sense. And the worst
I mean,
part
it's
about
less than what Nick was talking about,
True.
like starving them.
but the death row has changed so much.
Yeah.
Because on death row back in the day, as soon
got
as your
shot.
name was down, you were immediately executed.
Yeah.
Now it's just
Firing
like you
squad.
can be on there for like 20 years.
there was
and the next
no
thing you know,
room
you're
for
still
that.
not being killed.
If you were guilty, you couldn't prove it. You were screwed.
True.
But now,
now
that's
they
all
wanna
the
plead
fake
cases.
accusation for everything.
yeah.
How does somebody plead a case for killing somebody for no reason?
You
Don't
could
make
look
no
at the evidence and find it wasn't him.
But I'm
Or
saying
you
if
can
they
just
know they
be-
did it and they're trying to say that they didn't do it.
They could always just say,
They don't
oh,
wanna
well, it
die.
was self-defense.
True.
That's always a
Or
way
you could
out.
just plead insanity like every other middle-aged
Yeah,
white man.
and then they'll just send you to the state asylum.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
But
kill
what's
someone
the
and plead
worst
insanity.
one?
Great.
For legal
Let's
reasons,
not go
that's a
outside in the
judge.
dark anymore.
What?
What
Let's
would
not go
y'all
outside
say
in
is
the
the
dark
worst
anymore.
death penalty death? What would y'all say is the worst one?
Worst penalty?
Yeah, I feel like being electrocuted. I mean, it's fast.
They don't do
and
that
easy, but you
anymore.
get so
They
much
retired the
electricity.
Just get
lethal
rid of that.
injection.
They only do lethal injection
I
now.
plan on whenever I get old enough, I'm gonna ask, like a couple of friends to shoot me. I'm gonna put a bag over my head, not see it coming, turn around, and they shoot me whenever they feel like it. Because I
That's
don't
a
want my
weird
body.
But
to
that
get
wouldn't-
itself.
Why
Like,
would your
friend could
friends
still
do
get
that?
charged,
Yeah,
even if you asked for it.
Even for you can, that's called helping with suicide.
Wait, why would your friends do that in the first place?
They care about me.
How do they
Is
care
suicide
about you to
illegal
kill
too?
you? No
Yep,
real
suicide's
friend would do
illegal,
that.
but you can't charge someone with it.
You can't
'Cause
charge
they're
somebody
dead.
who's dead. You
Yeah.
know the worst
Oh,
part
did you
about
guys
the
hear
death
about
row?
the death penalty where some guy was put on death penalty for trying to kill himself?
Wasn't he trying to kill himself? Then he shot his girlfriend by accident.
Yeah.
True.
Probably something like that.
I kind of feel bad for people on death row, but at the same time, they deserve it.
I mean, I just don't like it because there's always that 1% that are innocent.
And
That's
a big
what I
percentage when you're
exactly.
Yeah, that's a
right.
big percent when you talk about how many
It's like
people are
5,000
incarcerated.
people, 1%. Like
Sometimes I feel like they just do it to get rid of people.
50.
50 bill. That's still a lot of innocent people.
That's why I'd
These
rather
guys are-
just have them in prison for the rest of their life instead of just killing them.
True. But then,
Because at
what
least
if they
they'll
don't have
have a
enough
life.
room for them? Is what? What if they don't have enough room for them to be?
I mean,
in there
I would
and
I would
rot?
search it right now, but I feel like that would be a little disruptive. But I'm pretty sure it's like $200,000 a year to keep a prisoner in prison, and that's just a regular prisoner. So think about
Why is
when
it
you
so
have to have
expensive?
Yeah, why is it expensive?
because
to
you
put
have to
away
pay someone to
criminals?
watch, you have to pay the guards, you have to pay for the building.
Oh, and
you
then
have
the
to,
like people who make the food.
yep.
I wonder
You have
what
to pay for a
happens
lot
if
of
they
things.
run out of room to put criminals. Where they gonna put them?
Aren't they already doing that now?
What?
Yep. What? Yeah.
Exactly. Where they gonna put them?
Aren't
That's
they,
why
now-
I would rather
aren't
have
they
They have to
letting
build more
people
prisons.
with small convictions out because of that?
Yeah, they probably
Like
do.
people who stole some food, them letting them out.
Yeah, the problem is some people just want to get into prison.
Do y'all think y'all ever end up on death row?
3 hot meals a day? That sounds like heaven.
Yeah, especially if you're homeless. So
Yeah, that's why a lot
But
of
sometimes
homeless
sometimes
people
heaven
commit crimes.
isn't
Yeah.
always that good if you're.
we
in
just
prison.
need, my personal opinion, we need more jobs. How do we do that? We lower wage, because if you have wage too high, then you can't. Then
Inflation
people,
goes up.
right? And then if you have wage too high, you can't pay for more jobs. So lower wage, the more people you can pay. Think about it. If you have $700 and you want to give money to a lot of people, it's either you give 1% a lot of money or you give a lot of people less money. I'd rather give a lot of people less money because you have the opportunity to give more people who need it.
Yeah.
Man, that's weird though.
How it works?
No, it's weird. Like, why the innocent? I don't understand how innocent people get killed, and then when they find out, they don't try to help at all. I understand they're dead, but y'all should be like, we messed up.
Yeah.
This person
wasn't
should
a-
have not died, and all that.
Are we allowed to talk about George Floyd now?
Yeah.
Alright, it's like George Floyd. He was killed by a police officer, and 3 others were.
Yep, fuck blue
They
lives.
wanted They wanted the other 3 who were near him to be charged with assisted murder because they didn't try to stop
Yeah.
him from having his knee on his neck, and so that's what caused the riots.
I have for the sake of my personal safety, I'm going to say I have mixed opinions on George Floyd.
I'm not gonna do anything.
I'm not-
I don't want to get shanked one day at
By
school.
Republicans or
Yeah, or Democrats. I don't know.
Yep, either. We
I
just
mean,
we
wasn't
just
it-
need to have to come to the realization that politics is
all lives
politics.
matter.
I don't care. Fuck police people.
All lives
Forget
matter,
all of them.
But
not
that,
all lives
wait,
matter
wait,
because then
well,
there's Peter Scully,
there's
like you
not-
said before.
Not
Okay,
all police
all
people
good
are
lives
bad,
matter,
but
but all lives can't matter until Black Lives.
No,
Yeah.
all lives don't matter.
All lives
Pedophiles
don't matter. Like I
don't.
said,
all lives
Yeah,
don't matter. to
pedophiles,
me.
Peter Scully.
That's what I said. All good lives matter.
No,
You just said all
pedophilia
lives
is the.
matter.
Well, what do you think about the LGBTQ community accepting pedophiles?
They don't.
They don't.
That was just some.
They're
person,
trying to put
yeah.
themselves in the community.
No,
but
no,
a
that
lot
was
of
some
people don't
person
want it.
in forum who was trying to do that to discourage approval of that.
Of like gay
Wait a
marriage and
second.
stuff.
What do you mean by accepting?
I'm
What do you mean by
Pedophiles
accepting?
are making themselves like pride flags and
No.
sexuality
But that
names.
does not mean
They're
that
saying
the
age is-
LGBTQ is
They're trying to
accepting
get
them. They're
accepted.
They're
trying.
trying to be age fluid, which
Yeah.
no,
We're not
That's
going to do
not
that.
possible.
60-year-old
No.
like a 60-year-old did into a little kid. No,
That's not one picture.
It's just making a mockery of the LGBT
It
Yeah,
really
community.
is.
that's why.
I definitely disagree. Pedophilia, disgusting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Any type of pedophile is disgusting, basically.
Yeah, I'm
How
I'm
low
glad
do
we
you
can all.
attracted to
I'm
little
glad we can
kids?
all come to that agreement that
I hope we were
Okay,
gonna
I-
come to
I was
that.
about to say, if
Okay,
we
I
have a
have a-
problem, one of y'all going to have to go.
Yeah.
For real.
You're about to kick something.
We about to get a new co-host.
Somebody was going to fight. Nick was going to have to go if he would have said otherwise.
Yeah, sorry, Lucas, you're out of the group.
How is Lucas out of the group?
I'm making a joke. Chill.
If they read our
I don't think Lucas can
video
be out of the
name.
group because this is our place.
Oh.
If we kick him out, then we're screwed. We don't have another place to film.
For real.
You know what?
So I can
I
come out and
wonder
tell you
how
guys
the
I'm not a
death row-
pedophile.
Lucas is a
Wait,
pedophile.
Lucas
But
is
how does
these
the
little
death row
girls.
process go? Does it go like your thing, then you get
You
a
go on
date,
trial, you
and
get put
then-
into
Okay.
prison,
I have one.
and then you
question
just
for
sit in there for a while.
Yeah, just say yes or no. Let's not talk about this. What's the definition of a pedophile? Let me search that up.
I feel like a
There's different
pedophile.
like names.
There's
for
different
what you
ones though.
like.
There's like
Pedophiles are like little kids, and there's one for teenagers. I forgot what it's
Exactly.
called.
sex trafficking. I think that's what it's called.
Girl, no.
I'm a sex trafficker.
No, I'm talking about. There's a different word for pedophile,
It is.
and there's one for if
This
you're
is not
attracted to
an
like
ASMR.
teenagers.
I'm attracted to teenagers. Only because I'm a teenager.
I hope so.
I was about to say, if you are a 25-year-old man, you're gonna have
Yeah,
to go.
then-
For real,
you're
canceled.
We will kill you in your sleep.
And we'll get away with it.
Oh, I can't say that. They're gonna try and.
They're gonna
execute me.
charge us,
They're going to
and then they're
charge
gonna
us.
raid Lucas's
We gotta
house.
get rid of that.
Okay.
FBI, open up.
Pedophilia definition: a psychological disorder generally affecting adults, characterized by sexual interest in
Psychological disorder.
How is that a disorder?
psychosexual disorder, generally affecting adults, characterized by sexual interest in prepubescent children and attempts to engage in sexual acts with them.
Is a pedophile and a rapist the same thing?
Yes.
I feel like
If
they're
you-
the same thing.
Okay.
So why are they different?
Okay, I'm gonna.
Pedophiles are considered
Okay.
rapists if they
If
do
there's a
something to a kid.
35-year-old man who liked children, but he never married it, he never did anything wrong, would you be fine with that?
Hell no.
If he knew it was wrong and he's trying to get help.
If he's trying to get help, I understand that. But if he's just standing there
If he's just
staring
like,
for no
oh,
reason,
I like
that's
little
weird.
kids, by the way, but I'm not gonna touch them. Like, okay,
Okay,
that's,
you don't
That's
have
still
to-
creepy.
You don't. Yeah, you don't have to admit it unless it's a problem.
yeah. Unless you're like going to therapy for it.
For it.
Those
Like
are-
if you're trying to get help, I understand that. If
Here-
you're
Here's
not-
my personal opinion. Right here.
Right now.
If anyone, yep, right here, right now, right here, right now.
Get
Okay,
on.
okay.
Stop
Say
getting
it.
copyright.
About to get Macklemore camp.
Tell the truth.
Okay, so, okay, you got me. If you like little kids, get help. Like go to
What
a
about
counselor
your
right
children?
Unless it's
Don't have
teenagers
kids
who like
either.
other
Like, don't have
teenagers.
children.
I don't condone that.
Oh, if a pedophile has his own.
No, I feel like.
now. No, we're
You
gonna
have
skip.
like
What are you saying?
And that's all the no.
And
I
that's
feel
all
like-
the time we have for today.
You
No.
know what? That's
Alright.
the worst part. No, you know the worst part about pedophiles
The pedophile.
What?
That they're
is because
pedophiles.
the children get affected by it in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is it still recording?
Is Trump a pedophile? Is Biden a pedophile?
I mean,
We're
Both
not gonna
answers,
get into
yes.
that today.
simple answer. Yes.
Both yes.
I have mixed opinions on that again.
I mean, if
I
you have
feel like-
13 allegations, I think it's 13.
At
right?
least one of them has to be true.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
And they could say, oh, well, they're just trying to get money. We're like, okay, but why would
You
13
ruined
people
a child's life.
Literally.
No.
What about Michael Jackson?
Oh, he did it.
I thought he was proven innocent.
Yep,
Really?
he was.
He was proven innocent.
Oh, wow.
innocent. See? That
Trump was
shows
also
the
proven
case.
innocent.
Never go
No, he
off
paid
of
them
it.
off.
I would
He
pay
paid them
off
out
too.
of court.
He paid them off like $1 million, right?
Wait, what do you mean? What
And then the,
happened? I
the
was never
documents
told
just
this.
got leaked.
They
like,
agreed to take it
couple
out
months
of.
ago.
They agreed to take it out of court.
I mean,
and he
yeah.
paid them a lot of
If
money.
I was
I was
never
never
rich and I was
told
a
this.
pedophile, would never happen. But I would definitely just pay them
Exactly,
off
the
instead
rich
of
part
going
would
into
never
court, because then
happen.
that's going to be a
That's gonna be
lengthy
a slandering of your image.
Yeah.
The rich part of the pedophile part.
What?
You said it never happened. The rich part of the pedophile part.
The pedophile
rich.
part. I might get rich in the future. I never know. But
Nobody
that's
knows.
going to be lengthy documentation of like me going to court.
Your life is screwed.
Yeah, basically your life is
If
going to be
that gets
ruined,
out.
so it's going to be the easier way out to pay them off.
Yeah, that's a lot lower chance. Stop with the ASMR.
We're not doing that, Lucas.
Yeah, we're not selling out to ASMR.
Now down to the real
Is it
question.
possible if we could like tag this under ASMR too?
No.
No.
I'm gonna do that for Spotify tags. It's gonna
Alright,
be
deal.
ASMR.
Go ahead.
More views.
What else?
We're gonna
Do
have
y'all
to-
feel like pedophiles should be able to fix their mistakes, or do you
Yeah,
feel like
obviously.
they should just?
if they haven't
There
touched
should-
kids and gotten help, then
There
No,
should
obviously
I'm
not.
saying if they've done something
He's-
to a
they
child, do
raped
you
the
feel like
kid.
they should be
Oh,
able
no.
to
No.
fix that,
Snip,
or
snip.
should they just rot in hell?
Cops are allowed to fix their mistakes.
What?
Cops are allowed to fix their mistakes.
Cops ain't raping
Maybe if
little
they
kids out
leave
here.
the
They're killing
system.
kids.
True.
Pass.
Next
Look
topic.
at-
I
Stop with
pass.
the food.
We can have a whole nother episode on police. What you're talking
Exactly.
about?
Oh yeah,
We'll do
100%.
Okay, I like how we were able to start talking about the death penalty.
And then we
walked
went
into pedophilia.
And we were about to go to police, but we stopped you there.
Exactly.
That's
And
another topic for another day.
Can that be our next episode?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
20 minutes and 22 seconds. That's pretty impressive.
Oh Lord.
We're
on
It's-
to it.
It's funny because we could probably have these conversations in 2 minutes, but instead we're drawing it out for 40.
We stretched it out.
We
I like
always-
stretching out. There's no problem. Wait.
This is our
There's
motto.
no problem with stretching it
No,
out.
this is our
Wait.
motto. Stretch it out.
You only think that if you have a dirty mind, which you obviously have.
Anyways, can we go back to the topic of the death penalty?
I
or
feel like
prison?
death penalty.
Let's wrap up in death
Kind
penalty.
of a joke.
I think we should abolish it.
I feel like we should keep it for only the people that deserve it. If you don't
If
deserve
you're
it, then
thoroughly proven guilty.
if you're
then
thoroughly
yes.
proven
Lucas?
guilty,
Correct.
you die.
I
if you're
would
not
agree.
proven, you're not dead.
I definitely think we should keep the death penalty. There are some very sick people in this world.
Because I
We
seen,
Including you.
I saw a
thank you.
thing, and it was like this dude. He was on death penalty for a crime that it was like proven he didn't commit, but they still just put the blame on him,
And that's called corruption. We'll talk about that
Yes.
in a different episode.
and he just so happened to be
Is it-
black. So.
Nick,
Well-
would you like to
My
wrap
stance
up?
Is we should only use the death penalty when it's proven.
Thoroughly proven.
proven.
Like,
Yeah,
solid
completely
evidence.
proven. And we should pay compensation to the people who were involved in the cases.
Reasonable. Well, Nick, would you like to wrap up?
Well, everyone, that was Teens Discuss. Don't take us seriously because we don't learn nothing. I am
We
here with
don't
my
learn
co-host.
nothing.
Matrix.
Lucas.
And Grace.
This was Teens Discuss. Goodbye.